Hey everyone, today I'm sharing a powerful story about a young man named Raj who struggled with laziness and procrastination. But everything changed when he stumbled upon a Buddhist monastery and learned a valuable lesson about the true value of time from a wise monk named Bhante Ananda. Inspired by an ancient tale of King Dharmapala, Raj transformed his life, embracing diligence and purpose. Join me as we explore Raj's journey and the timeless wisdom that reshaped his future. Don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring stories like this. In a bustling town amidst the modern world, there lived a young man named Raj. Raj was a student in his final year of college, but he had developed a habit of laziness and procrastination. He would often skip classes, neglect his studies, and spend his days idly hanging out with friends or engrossed in his phone. His parents and teachers would constantly scold him, urging him to focus on his education and make something meaningful out of his life. But Raj remained indifferent to their pleas, convinced that he had all the time in the world to figure things out. One day, as Raj was aimlessly wandering through a nearby park, he stumbled upon a serene Buddhist monastery hidden amidst the trees. Intrigued, he decided to explore the monastery and perhaps find some solace from the turmoil brewing within him. Inside the monastery, Raj was greeted by a wise and serene monk named Bhante Ananda. Sensing Raj's inner turmoil, Bhante Ananda offered him a kind smile and invited him to sit down for a conversation. "Dear Raj," began Bhante Ananda, "I sense that you are troubled by something. Tell me, what weighs heavy on your heart?" Raj hesitated for a moment before pouring out his frustrations and insecurities to the monk. His lack of motivation and his inability to focus on his studies despite the constant admonitions from his loved ones. Bhante Ananda listened patiently to Raj's tale of woe before nodding thoughtfully. "Ah, Raj, you are not alone in your struggle," he said gently. "Many before you have faced similar challenges, and many have found a way to overcome them." With a reassuring smile, Bhante Ananda began to recount an ancient story that had been passed down through generations in the monastery, the tale of King Dharmapala and the lesson he learned about the value of time. Once upon a time, in the tranquil kingdom of serenity, there ruled a king named Dharmapala. Despite his noble lineage and the responsibilities that came with his throne, King Dharmapala was known throughout the land as a lazy and time-wasting monarch. His days were spent in idle pursuits, lounging in his palace gardens, and indulging in lavish feasts while neglecting his duties to his people. One day, as King Dharmapala reclined lazily under the shade of a banyan tree, he encountered a wandering monk named Bhikkhu Samudaya. The monk, with his serene countenance and gentle demeanor, approached the king and bowed respectfully. "O king," began Bhikkhu Samudaya, "I have traveled far and wide in search of wisdom, and it has led me to your kingdom. I sense a great potential within you, but it is obscured by idleness. I have a task for you, one that will reveal the true nature of time and the value of every moment." Intrigued, though somewhat skeptical, King Dharmapala agreed to undertake the monk's task. Bhikkhu Samudaya handed him a small clay pot and instructed, "Fill this pot with water from the river, but you must do so without spilling a single drop." Eager to prove himself, the king set off towards the river, his mind already drifting to thoughts of leisure. As he dipped the pot into the water, he found himself distracted by the shimmering ripples and the songs of birds overhead. Lost in reverie, he failed to pay attention to the task at hand, and with each step back to the palace, precious water leaked from the pot, leaving it nearly empty by the time he returned. Disappointed but undeterred, Bhikkhu Samudaya gently took the pot from the king's hands and inspected it closely. "Your Majesty," he said softly, "this pot represents time, a precious resource that must be cherished and used wisely. Just as you allowed the water to slip away through negligence, so too do you squander the moments of your life with idle pursuits. King Dharmapala felt a pang of realization stir within him as the monk's words sank in. He understood now the folly of his ways, the countless opportunities for good deeds and noble acts that he had let slip through his fingers. With humility, he bowed before Bhikkhu Samudaya and vowed to mend his lazy ways, to govern his kingdom with diligence and compassion. From that day forth, King Dharmapala dedicated himself to the service of his people, guided by the timeless wisdom imparted by the humble monk. And though he could never reclaim the moments lost to idleness, he found solace in the knowledge that every passing second was an opportunity for growth, for change, and for the pursuit of true enlightenment. As Pantayananda finished recounting the ancient tale, Raj felt a profound sense of awakening stir within him. He realized that just like King Dharmapala, he had been squandering the precious gift of time and neglecting his responsibilities and potential. With newfound determination burning in his heart, Raj vowed to turn his life around and embrace the teachings of the monk and the ancient story. He thanked Bhantayananda for his guidance and left the monastery with a renewed sense of purpose and direction. From that day forth, Raj dedicated himself wholeheartedly to his studies, his family, and his personal growth. He learned to value each moment as a precious opportunity for growth and transformation, and he vowed never to take the gift of time for granted again. And as the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, Raj blossomed into a diligent and conscientious young man, earning the admiration and respect of all who knew him. And in embracing the timeless wisdom of the ancient story, he discovered the true value of time, not as a burden to be borne, but as a precious gift to be cherished and embraced with gratitude and humility.